Hey, what's up, guys? Sam here. Breaking news today. Apple's done something that they've literally never done before. Now, I know we talk about leaks, we talk about rumors all the time, right? But Apple themselves never actually talks about what they're going to announce at an event or when they're going to be releasing things. That just changed on the recent earnings call. In fact, they confirmed that new iPhones are coming and even told us when. So now you don't have to keep asking, when is the new iPhone coming out? Like, they've made it pretty clear. So if you guys are excited for the video, drop a like down below, hit subscribe for more. Let's start talking about the possibility of an Apple October event. All right, let's get one thing straight right away. Apple's doing some weird stuff lately. Not only they have weird product releases, apparently a new iMac is coming out in August. I don't think we've ever seen any hardware releases in August before. Their schedule's all messed up. Well, why would that be? Easy answer, COVID-19. It's been affecting everybody. Please wear your mask if you go outside. Specifically, it's been affecting Apple's ability to develop and release and manufacture new products. That's why we've seen such a weird ebb and flow of hardware, months without anything, 2 months in a row where we get stuff. There's clearly some disruption happening everywhere. And this year for the iPhone, there's speculation that that was going to happen. We were talking, maybe October or November, that's probably when it's going to happen. But there were also just as many people up until this point saying no. Apple's not going to miss September for the release of the iPhone 12. That month is too important. It hits just before the big holiday quarter starts. They're not going to miss September. Well, for the first time ever today, I'm talking about ever that I can ever remember. This is the most un-Apple thing I've ever seen. They not only confirmed that they are working on new iPhones for later this year. I mean, obviously we knew that, but Apple themselves publicly never said a word about it. And number two, that they're coming a few weeks later than normal. Well, if you look back at a calendar, when do iPhones normally come out? If you're an Apple fan, you know this. It's middle of September every single year. Now, sometimes there are a couple of exceptions, like the iPhone 10 launched in November of 2017, but we still got the iPhone 8 in September. Even in 2018, the 10R came in October, but we got the 10S series in September. Last year for the iPhone 11 series, when they come out, September of 2019. That's because Apple always hits September. For me, this is absolutely wild because Apple doesn't ever talk about future products. So I think this says a couple of big things. Number one, these delays are unavoidable and we're not even sure if it's gonna be October. It could also be November. Notice Apple said a few weeks later. I mean, guys, I'd say that could be up to 9 to 10 weeks of a pushback, which means they are leaving themselves room because guess what? They don't know exactly when they're going to be able to get it. They're targeting this, but because of supply chain disruptions, the virus development on the iPhone 12 itself, they're giving themselves some space. So that's the first big thing. Number two, they're letting investors know that our quarterly earnings are probably going to be a little bit different because usually we do have some flagship product coming out in September. It's looking more and more evidence on this to follow, that Apple won't even be holding a September event this year, that the entire thing is going to be moved till October. And number three, this is speculation on my part, but I think it suggests that the iPhone 12 is going to be a really big upgrade. We've been talking about that. We know it has a new design, maybe 120 hertz on the Pro, 6.7 inch up to that, small as 5.4 inches, 5G. But I think it's pretty easy to read into this and say Apple also wants to get this right. They don't want to mess up their biggest phone release since the iPhone 10 3 years later. It's also just refreshing to have info from Apple themselves. I mean, it's so cool to see how Elon, CEO of Tesla, interacts with people on Twitter. Like somebody could actually tweet him and be like, hey, I want this in the next Tesla. And it'll be like, oh yeah, we're adding it in the next software update comes out in 2 weeks. We don't have that relationship with Tim Cook or anybody at Apple where we actually get just the smallest glimpse into what they're doing. Like I said, they never do this. Any report, no matter how credible somebody is, no source, no leaker is 100% accurate. Apple is 100% accurate because I can tell you that they do know a fact what their plans are. And another piece here, what about iPhone upgrade users? They're on that September cycle to get the new phone every year. Now, I saw somebody tweet about this, like where are they gonna fit in now that there's like a month delay? I don't know the answer to that, just something to think about. And even though Apple's just saying that the phones are pushed back, I have a feeling this is saying that not only is everything else pushed back a little bit as well, but that Apple isn't holding a September event. We actually have evidence of this now from a prominent Apple leaker, my pal, John Prosser, saying that Apple is actually planning October for the iPhone unveil. Again, all of this is unprecedented. Apple could still hold a September event, but it wouldn't make sense to me to announce the phones in September and have a multi-week wait after, because you're going to lose so much hype during that time. If you're somebody who's looking to buy a new phone, think of all the time that would give you in between for another competitor to announce something else that you might be interested in. It's very profitable for Apple to say, here's this super cool thing, and we got it in a week for you, and we got it in 3 days. You know, that's the best marketing right there, is saying you don't have to wait. You get that instant gratification, because like it or hate it, that's what our minds love. We like to see something and grab it instantly. And that's just not my generation, okay? I know there's a bunch of boomers watching this saying, you barely sit off the TV for 5 seconds or put the phone down for 3 minutes. You don't know how to. We do know how to communicate. We are just more open to the fact that we like instant gratification, and believe it or not, you like it too. So I don't see Apple saying some of this stuff, like the watch is available in September, and then weeks later, we've already announced the iPhones, and the iPhones are coming in October. I also think that Apple could technically hold an event in September and in October, but again, I think that would indicate that the products are ready in September, and I generally don't think Apple has their big products for 2020 ready in September. So if Apple does skip the September event, they do release the iPhones a little bit later. It not only buys them time to get the products ready to give customers instantly in middle to late October, early November, it also gives them time to really work in this event. Because I can tell you, after watching the WWDC filmed movie, that took some time. That took time to write. That took time to film. They had crews, they had actor. I mean, it was really crazy. And that was a software event that a lot of people like you and me might be interested in, but like the mainstream global audience is going to be watching this thing when it happens, likely in October. Apple's going to want that to be even more nailed down and perfect than the June developer event was, because that's mainly for developers and like super fans. This is for the people that are actually going out to spend $1,000 on a phone. Anyway, guys, want to hear your thoughts on all this down below. What do you think? You think I'm right? You think it is going to be in October? Do you think John Prosser's right that Apple's planning an October event? Do you think Apple's going to do a September event and just say, hey, frick you guys, we figured it out? I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like, hit subscribe for more. Catch all of you in the next one. Peace out.